Two young war refugees from Sudan were just charged with smuggling migrants onto this Greek island called Crete, but some people believe they were innocent, and that these young people should never have been on trial in the first place. Whilst reporting on migration in Greece, I've been sent troubling messages, like this letter from 17-year-old Mohammed, who is currently being detained and accused of migrant smuggling, just like the boys in court today. In the letter, Mohammed says, "I was accused as the driver, but I didn't drive or come near to the engine of the boat. It's a lie. I beg you to check all the details that prove me as innocent." Mohammed fled his home to neighbouring Libya to escape being recruited as a soldier in Sudan's civil war. More than 150,000 people have already died in the conflict, and the UN says it's the world's largest humanitarian crisis. In Libya, Mohammed said he lived some of the worst days of his life and saved up money with the hope of a better life in Europe. Mohammed and the boys in court aren't alone. There's been an alarming rise in Sudanese war refugees imprisoned when they arrive in Greece. In fact, people convicted of smuggling now form the second largest group by crime in Greek prisons. Lawyers say that the Greek officials are using harsh anti-smuggling laws to frame and jail innocent refugees. So how does this happen? One person from every boat arriving in Greece is arrested and charged as a smuggler, but most of the time the real smugglers aren't on the boat. Activists and lawyers say it is often the most vulnerable who will steer the boat, including men who sometimes agree to do it in return for a reduced fare for themselves or their family members. Then they are arrested and tried. But according to legal observers, the trials often only last 10 minutes or less and rely on flimsy evidence. Crete has become one of Greece's main entry points for migrants. And according to Greek officials, more than 7,000 people have arrived in Crete from Africa so far this year. And its current Prime Minister, Kyriakos Mitsotakis, has promised to crack down on migration.
Greece cannot bear alone the burden of massive movements of people.
But experts say that the criminalisation of refugees and asylum seekers is ineffective in disrupting smuggling networks, as the actual smugglers are rarely on the boat. Activists say what is happening in Greece is just part of a broader and worrying picture of criminalising migration.